So what I want to talk to you today about is colour change paint protection film. So this is an exciting new technology that we're using here at Topaz, and you can see straight away what I mean. This was a GT Silver GT3RS, however we are changing it to this lovely Tiffany blue. And you might be thinking, well, that's just a wrap. However, colour change paint protection film is much, much more than that. So if you come closer, and we'll show you the finished car obviously later in the video, you'll see that the reflections here, the orange peel, very nice, very low texture, just like the OEM paint underneath it. In fact, this film tends to match the paint that's underneath it. So if you've got super sharp paint, then this film will match that and give really nice OEM paint looking reflections. Of course, it goes one better than that. It's also a paint protection film, so it's thick, it's self-healing, it protects from stone chips and scratches. And again, we cut this out on our plotter over there, like pieces of jigsaw, all to size, to make sure we're not using blades on the car, or we're not cutting up the car underneath, but instead we are protecting it. And the finished result, which as I mentioned, you'll see later in the video, will be absolutely stunning. So I mentioned cutting things to size, no better way than showing you. This is our PPF cutting room. So over there, we've got the plotters, we've got the digital database. So we select GT3RS door, put it into the computer, and we'll get a section of clear film, or coloured film in this case, cut to size, ready to go. It's really that easy. But what I want to show you now is the quality of this film and the difference between vinyl. So if I just take a corner of this and peel it off, this is the stuff that we use, and because of the way we do it, every piece cut to size, etc., it doesn't need stretched, so there's no risk of getting that horrible hazy look like you get with vinyl when it's been stretched. But what I want to show you now is just how impact resistant this stuff is. First of all, actually, I want to show you the reflections. The orange peel and the sharpness of the reflections, even if it's crinkled around my hands, is just on another level. It is nothing like vinyl. We're going to show you how vinyl is in a minute, if you weren't familiar. But first of all, if I get my glamorous assistant over here to help me, we're going to stretch it first. So imagine this is on your car, getting hit by rocks, twigs, everything. If this was vinyl, it would have torn by now, but look at that. I think it would take a serious amount of effort to break that. But I'm going to need another assistant now, and you'll see why in a second, to really show you the protective qualities of this stuff. So imagine, this is a screwdriver, imagine this is a nasty person that wants to key your car, or a really sharp rock on the road. So first of all, we'll give it a scratching. Barely anything shows up, and this is self-healing, so if we took heat to this now, the very slight marks that are there will completely disappear. But the one you're all waiting to see is what happens if I stab this. So let's give it a go. I've not tried this before, so I don't know. Obviously, we've dented the film, but you can barely see it, and ultimately, the paint that would be underneath has not been damaged. So that is the beauty of this. This is not vinyl, this is paint protection film. So now we've grabbed a sample of just any vinyl. First of all, you can see the orange peel on this, which if you don't know is the wavy reflections, is way worse than on the colour PPF. So you know when you see a car that's been wrapped, you can tell from a mile away that it's got a vinyl wrap on it, just because it's dull and hazy. Whereas the colour change paint protection film, it really looks like OEM paint. But the next thing is the thickness. This, look how floppy this is. It's nothing like the film. It's way thinner. And if we stretch it, who knows what might happen. Hopefully I don't go flying through the wall. And you can see it's literally torn in my hands. And one better than that, because I know you want to see it. Obviously it's all crinkled now, but I'm going to take that same screwdriver with less force, because there's fewer of us this time, and see what happens. Straight away, didn't even have to try. And that is the difference between colour change paint protection film, which protects your car, and vinyl, which certainly does not. Talking about lovely colours, we've come upstairs to our detailing area to see another beautiful car that we've got in. This is from a very good customer of ours, Andy74B on Instagram, and it is a Testarossa, but not like you've seen before. This is a dark metallic green, and it is absolutely stunning. This car's just been fully restored, so obviously perfect opportunity for us to PPF it. Now, if you come in close and just take a look at these edges, you really would not know that this car has got full gloss PPF all over it. But because it's such a stunning car in a stunning paint finish, then I need it to be protected to stay looking this good and this glossy for many miles to come. So just a quick little look around at this beautiful 80s classic. I thought you might want to see it. So here we have the finished result on the GT3RS colour change. I say finished result, well actually not quite finished. There's one more touch yet to go on, and this is something exciting that I want to talk about that we now do at Topaz. These are decals, so these are GT3RS style decals, just like the OEM ones, which are going to fit down the sides of the car, obviously on the back, everywhere that the car had it before, seamlessly on top of the colour change PPF. So when this car's done, you would not know that this isn't how the car left the factory. So we make these decals in-house. We make them for Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Mercedes, anything you can think of. If it's not on the store, which is topazshop.com, get in touch and request one and we can make it for you. So we'll install these now and then we'll cut to how this Tiffany blue GT3RS is going to look at the end. It's going to be great.